Yeah, I'm pooped. But I must prevail. Stay focused. All right. So last week we were going over a couple verses or chapters about the situation with Esther and Nehemiah and the children of Israel, how the decree went out for all the Jews to be slaughtered on the 12th month of the 13th day. And we understand and know, like we said before, as they make their decree, the Most High is going to make his decree. And so we want to give all the praise and glory to the Most High for fighting on our behalf. That's why Christ said, "Vengeance is mine. I'm going to repay." You don't even have to lift a finger, because I'm going to step in before you. I'm going to go before you and make the pathway straight. All right. And then once he does what he does, he just wants you to worship and praise him. All right. That's the purpose of the feast days. It ain't all about us. It's about who? About the Most High. All right, so let's go touch back on Nehemiah chapter 2. We're just going to read through it so I can refresh my memory, and then we're going to move forward. All right.
Nehemiah 2, 1 through 8. And it came to pass in the month Nisan, in the 20th year of Ahasuerus, the king, that wine was before him. And I took up the wine and gave it unto the king. Now I had not been before time sad in his presence. Wherefore the king said unto me, Why is thy countenance sad, seeing thou art not sick? This is nothing else but sorrow of heart. Then I was very sore afraid, and said unto the king, Let the king live forever. Why should not my countenance be sad? When the city, the place of my father's sepulchres, lieth waste, and the gates thereof are consumed with fire. Then the king said unto me, For what dost thou make request? So I prayed to the God of heaven. And I said unto the king, If it please the king, and if thy servant have found favor in thy sight, that thou wouldest send me unto Judah, unto the city of my father's sepulchres, that I may build it. And the king said unto me, The queen also sitting by him, For how long shall thy journey be? And when wilt thou return? So it pleased the king to send me, and I set him a time.
And see, this is the same thing with you, with us. Even with us working, we can do the same. We can say the same thing too. Listen, at the end of the day, I have to be about my father's business. I mean, you don't go in and say that, but you can say, I have to keep the feast days. There's certain days that the Most High required me to take off. So I'm asking that if you allow me to do that. And then you just, like I said, you just go through the motion and letting them know, new moon. And then you explain to them certain, the new moon, we understand that. And if he or she wants to see it, you could show it to them, but you can let them know that this day the Most High requires me not to work, but I'll make up for it when I come back. You see that? Because you never know which way the Most High gonna remove. Always remember, the Most High is control of all spirits. So if he knows that your heart is sincere, why you don't try it? It's just simple. But a lot of people don't do that. They just figure that, if I go in and say something, they're gonna say something. Think about it. When everyone who starts a job, you get sick days and vacation and all this. I can't remember because I'm self-employed. You know how I do it. I have to go through all that no more. I take off when I feel like it. but anywho, that's I believe that's how. I think it do go. Like you get sick days, right? Sick days, vacation.
Vacation days, sometimes they accumulate or whatever.
Yeah.
I've been out the work field for a long time, but sometimes they accumulate like per month.
Right.
1 or 2 or 3. That's how it works. You know what I mean?
Well, that's, you got to go in and ask. But anywho, what you can do is that you can split up your vacation. So say for instance, your new moon fall on certain days. You got your calendar, you counting all your 30 days and all that stuff, and you're pinpointing where all your new moons fall into place. Same thing with all your feast days. Now you can present that to your boss and let them know, listen, these are the days I got to take off. And then, like I said, new moon, it falls through the week, but it also falls on a weekday. So some certain months they'll see and say, okay, well, I see here that your new moon falls on the weekend, so you're good to work the whole week. Yeah. And then, like I said, you got 7 days before the Day of Atonement come, where you could just get busy and, like I said, show them who's boss and put your work in, because that's also going to what's the word? That's also going to intrigue or excite your boss too, to let them know, okay, she's hustling, he's hustling and bustling to do the work, but I'm going to allow him or her to have them days off, because they're taking initiative. When they come back, they just don't complain, they don't get upset, and so on and so forth. They come back in, do their work. And so that's why I say you got to give it a try. That's where faith comes in at. Because either way it go, the Most High is always going to step in, because He knows your heart. He knows what your desire is. It's the same thing. Like I said, I only can use myself. When I used to work the weekends, and I know I had to take the Sabbath though, but what I did was, the starting point I did was I started to do the ordinance pertaining to the Sabbath day, because that was building my faith up to me finally letting go. And then when I finally let the job go, it hurt, because in 3 days I was doing good. Was it 2 days? 2 days I was doing good, but I had to let it go. And with me letting it go, my position is better than it was when I was there. So I all praise to the Most High. So that's why I said, when you look at these stories and you see how Nehemiah is acting towards the king, he's letting them know, I got to go back and build up my father's house. Now it's no longer physical, but it's spiritual. I have to build, Most High's requiring me to build up my spirit. How I'm going to do that? By keeping His laws. I got to start keeping His commandments, because if I don't, what's the end result for me? Right? Because the Most High don't care about that job. He's letting me know, just like He's letting me know that that's not more important than me. What's more important to me is that you keep my laws. That's what He requires of you. But a lot of people don't. They're afraid. They have man's fear upon them. That's why I said, every situation that you go through, you have to take it head on, because you want to see the end result. All right. So just keep that in mind. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Moreover, I said unto the king, if it please the king, let letters be given me to the governors beyond the river, that they may convey me over till I come into Judah.
Right. And this is another concept, or another part too, that you can do as far as with your people, because your people don't have the same mindset as you. It's the same thing with Mordecai and his situation. You can, over time, like I said, if you put your work in, and you know that your people are at the same job that you're at, you can more than likely, if you have enough courage, enough faith, if you have enough faith, you can go in there and tell your boss, listen, not only I want to make these feast days permanent. And you can do that. Like I said, you never know which way it's going to go unless you do what? Unless you ask. You have not, because you ask not. So if you go in and say, listen, I want certain people who are religious exempt in at this job, they're afraid to come to you and ask you. So I want to put out a calendar for those other people, so that they can feel comfortable. You never know, like I said, you never know which way the Most High gonna move. But again, our fight is not an individual fight. It's a nation fight. So when you go out and teach, when you go out and teach your people, it's not just you teaching just one or two. You're trying to teach. You're trying to gather back the whole nation. That's what the Most High wants us to do, to gather back the whole nation. So again, if you're strong enough and if you're strong-willed, then you can go in, step in on the behalf of your brothers and sisters to be able to do that. Again, you don't know what the outcome is going to be, but if you put that work in, and the boss is pleased with you, again, the Most High has deterred his mind to be at peace with you. So now you can go in and like I said before, he may give you a couple of days. Yeah, you could take a couple of days. I'll accept a couple of these days because I'm gonna need probably certain staff on these certain days. But like I say, you never know. And then all of a sudden, now you be able to go and be a spokesman for your people. Say, listen, those who follow the Most High's law, these days He's allowing us to have to take off, or she's allowing us to have to take off. You see that? But before you take them days off, you got to do what? You got to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? You got to make them proud. You know what I'm saying? you got to get your revenue up. And like I said, if the Most High step in and do that, that's when again that now He's getting the praise and the honor because you're drawing all men and women back to Him, and they don't even know it. You see what I'm saying? Because then over time they're going to come to you and ask you, well, what's the purpose of these feasts? And then you be able to show them. That's the initiative that we have to take.
Yeah.
All right? Go ahead.
Verse 8. And a letter unto Asaph, the keeper of the king's forest, that he may give me timber to make beams for the gates of the palace, which appertain to the house, and for the wall of the city, and for the house that I shall enter into. And the king granted me according to the good hand of my God upon me.
Yeah, all right. And then you also got to be careful too, because your enemy will try to come in and they'll want to be a part of it, but then they'll come in and try to make changes. I think we read, ain't that in here too? Also with that Ezra. Let me see. Yeah, when you read down, it goes into that. Here's 19. But when Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the servant, the Ammonite, the Geshem, the Arabian, heard it, they laughed us to scorn and despised us and said, what is this thing that ye do? Will ye rebel against the king? You see, you're always going to have people like that that's going to always going to be against what you set up, even your own people. So like I said, that's why it's important to prepare yourself, because even if you take that initiative to put that out there, like, listen, not only me, but I need to have the other people want these feast days. I need to have these feast days off as well, but they're afraid to come to you. You put that up there, you're always going to have a kumbaya in that circle to try to go against it, because he's trying to get employee or what's the other one? He's trying to get manager of the month. So he's going to try to debunk what you're trying to do. That's why you always got to stay the course. You always going to go through certain situations. Everyone's going to go through affliction. You're going to go through this all the way until death. So you have to accept that. So don't think that, okay, I put this out there, now it's a good day. No, you're always going to have a couple backbiters in the background that's going to try to debunk what you're trying to do, because their focus is to keep y'all or keep us in servitude. They just like the Pharisees, they don't want to lose their position. So again, they want to be the ones that present stuff to the king or to the the CEO or manager, whatever the case may be. They want to be able to ones to do that. They want you basically to go through them, and then for them to connect back to the Heavenly Father, connect back to the boss. But at the end of the day, like I said, you gotta push forward. You can't be afraid. All right. So all right. So Mordecai and the people prayed that the Most High would be with Esther, and prayed that the Most High will give her the right words to say that will help the people. All right, so that's the main thing. You want the Most High to help you through any situation and give you the words. That's why Christ said that. He said that the Spirit will teach you. The Spirit basically will speak for you. You don't have to have your words already gathered up what to say. The Most High is going to give you the right words to say. All right. So it's the same concept here. Esther and Nemo, she's trying to figure out what's the best way for me to deal with this situation without me stepping in and messing it up. So that's why it's always important for you to decrease and allow the Most High to increase. All right. So let's go to Proverbs chapter 16. Proverbs 16. Let's read down to 1 down to 13. Let's just get it.
Preparation of the heart and man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord.
You see that? So that's why I say you never want to step in and come with your own words. You want the Most High to lead you and guide you to what to say. Like I explained to you, you trying to go to your boss. The first thing you need to do is do what? Yeah, pray to the Most High. Ask the Most High, what? Give me the right words to say, Lord. So even though I stumble, that's a good thing because that lets me know that I'm trying to use your words. I'm trying to use the information that you've given me without it being too formal. And I'm not trying to get too deep like I'm a religious person, but I just need the word that's going to intrigue, that's going to basically tap the heart of my enemy to give him peace, with me. So I want to be able to go in and say the right things because I'm not only doing this for me, but I'm doing it for who? My people. All right, go ahead.
All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weigheth the spirit.
You see that? We walk around and think that, okay, everything that we're doing is good. It's acceptable. But who's acceptable to? Yourself instead of the Most High. Is it good? You know, we think that, okay, well, if I cook and clean on the Sabbath day, that's good. You know, as long as I'm not doing nothing that, you know, I don't believe that's serve our work. We could do certain things, but we just can't do a lot of things. Again, just like I said, but the Lord weighs the spirit. Is your spirit really for him? Because if it is, he's telling you can't do no servile work. He even gives you an example that your animals can't work. No one can work nothing. No one can do anything on that seventh day because that's the day of rest. That's the day he wants you to what? Praise and worship him. Everything is all about praise and worship. Just like he said, you got 6 days of work. That's right there should be your key. Should be the key to you understanding what you need to do on the seventh day. If he's telling you got 7 days of work to do all you want to do, but when the seventh day comes, he wants you to rest. You ain't supposed to be doing anything but praise and worshiping him. You understand it? So no cooking, no cleaning, no washing, no doing anything. That's a day of rest. You fellowshipping because it's a holy convocation. So how are you able to do all that stuff when you're supposed to be gathering with your people? When you're supposed to be gathering with your family? That's a day y'all supposed to be connecting, going over hey, how was your day? And then you be able to what? Feed them with what? Right, the Most High's word, that spiritual food. Oh yeah, don't worry about her, you know, even though she acting crazy, stuff like that. This week when you go in there, you do such and such and such and such. Okay, I appreciate it. How you gonna do that? You working. There's no way for you to get that information. And even if you do get it while you working, one thing is going to outweigh the other. The work is going to outweigh the information that you receive. So you're going to go back in the next week with that same attitude, and then over time that evil spirit is going to come upon you, and then you just going to be like the same person that you had an issue with. You won't be able to do the work. So that's why it's important to take these feast days seriously. Each feast day is a day where you're supposed to rest and praise and worship. There's scriptures in here. Like I said, you got to go over the scriptures and look. It tells you from one new moon to the Sabbath, all we're going to do is pray and worship the Most High and look over those who didn't want to keep law. I mean, who didn't want to keep the commandments. That's what we're going to do. So again, if you understand and know that you're supposed to, if you understand and know that you know that's a day of rest on that day. You can still, you can watch TV and stuff like that, but you got to give the Most High his due diligence. He has to be the first thing that's on your mind when you rise up. It shouldn't be the TV. It should be him. Pray, thank you, Lord, for waking me. I know you got more work for me to do. So now I praise you and thank you in the Master's name. Amen. Boom. And the next thing, you fellowship with your people. You having a Bible study, podcast like us, and then so on and so forth. You're giving the Most High that time. And then throughout the day, that same day, you're still giving him that time. Because because the key thing is that you're on call for him now. So say if a sister or brother call you and they need help, they need someone to talk to, you're on that call. You understand? But you can't do that when you 6 days a week because your mind is focused on, over time as you get better, you could probably do it, but your mind is focused on work. I got to make money. I got to take care of my family. And then over time, the Most High is going to bless you even with that because you're going to allow him to get even more days. But the main day he wants is that seventh day. All right. So all the ways of man are clean in his own line because he perceives that everything he's doing is pleasing not only to him, but to the Lord. But you got to analyze yourself. You got to sit back. Am I a reprobate? Am I really following the Most High to a T? Am I really doing what He say He wants me to do? That's why I said when you read the Word, just don't read it. I mean, just don't read it just to read it. Whatever it says, just do it. Don't complain. Don't murmur and complain. Don't get upset. Just do what it says and watch the Most High grow your spirit. Go ahead.
Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established.
You see that? And the Most High don't want much from you, but He has to give you a starting point, and those are your starting point. If you commit all your works, everything that you want to do on this earth, you want to commit it to the Most High. Lord, is it good for me to have 4 or 5 cars? Lord, is it good for me to have this house? Lord, is it good for me to have this woman? Lord, is it good for me to have this man? I'm coming to you first. And then you're going to establish my thought, the right thought process for me. No, he's not good because you proved him. His mind is focused on other stuff. It's not focused on changing you, or not focused on it's not focused on you connecting back with me. His agenda is to deceive you. That's why I open up your eyes for you to see that. Same thing when it comes to a man finding a wife. Her situation is she just wants to be with you because you got money. But over time, all praise to the Most High, you connected back with me and I showed you those things. It's the same thing with the kids and so on and so forth. You always want to connect back with the Father, no matter what. All right, because He can establish your thought. He'll give you the right understanding. I mean, He'll give you the wisdom and understanding to be able to maneuver through the BS. Can I say that? Oh yeah, I can say it on the podcast. All right, so just keep that in mind. Commit all your work to the Father. Everything that you want to do on this earth, you connect back with Him. That's what He wants. Remember, He's a jealous God, so He wants to be able to get the honor and glory. It's simple. Go ahead.
The Lord hath made all things for Himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
You see that? Go ahead.
Every one that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished.
You see that? Those who do abomination and then they put that on other people, the Most High said they're not gonna be they're not gonna go unpunished. So if you're teaching someone put it this way, if you're teaching someone to go against the Most High's word, or even if the Most High took a spirit off you, now you're going around trying to teach the Most High's word with how you say it? If you're teaching people and you don't have Christ's spirit upon you, then again, your main concept is to do what? You're acting like who? The devil. Your main purpose is to deceive your people, to deceive the masses. That's what the other nations do. But here you're gravitating to do the same thing that they're doing. So you have to be mindful of that. Those who are trying to live a life pleasing to the Lord, you have to look out for the abominated hearts. Those who are against, those who are doing things that are contrary to the Most High's will. All right, go ahead.
By mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord, men depart from evil. Right.
So we got to have the Most High's fear upon us. That's going to keep us from fearing. That's going to allow us to fear Him and not man. That's the point that you want to get to. So that's why I said everyone has that starting point. That's the purpose of the feast days. That's the purpose of, as we're reading about Mordecai and Esther in their situation. They're trying to get away from evil, and the only way they be able to do that, they gotta have the Most High's fear upon them. So if you notice that in their situation, they're not letting the Most High's hand go because they're trying to figure out how can we get around this evil plan to be able to allow the Most High to get the glory in it. That's why I need you. That's why if you look at Esther, the first thing Esther said was, "Tell the people in you to pray for me, pray and fast." She didn't have to say that. She could have just went in and listened. The position that I'm in, I'm good. I can go in there and talk to him. But she didn't do that. She put who first? Yeah, she committed her works to the Lord, and then her thoughts were going to be what? Established, right? Because now she's connected back with Him. The only person that can fix this, Lord, the only person that can fix it is you, Lord. So I need you to fix it. I need you to work a miracle my way, so that once it's established, I can give you the praise, honor, and glory. Simple. I can't do it on my own. I gotta have you connect. I have to have you in the forefront. I can try to do it, but it may only benefit me and not everyone else. But I want you to work on everyone's behalf. All my people, our nation. I want you to work on that on their behalf. And like I said, the same concept with you going in and over time. I ain't trying to say do it tomorrow or Monday, but I said over time, as you get better with your boss, then you can present that for your people. Listen, we want to be able to take these days off. My people, some of them are afraid. Like I said, you're walking in on their behalf. And then, like I said, the outcome may come out beautiful, but you don't give up. That's why I said each year you keep doing it. As you get better and better, you never know. You never know which way the Most High gonna move, but you got to give them a try to see what the outcome is gonna be. All right, go ahead.
When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace
You
with
see
him.
that? That's the key thing. I ain't got to worry about my enemies. The Most High made them at peace with me. They tell me about their system. I love it. You know what I'm saying? And when my ways please the Most High by doing what? Keeping commandments. Everything that this word say from cover to cover, I do. It may upset a lot of people, but at the end of the day, I can't worry about you because my focus. I have to walk this walk individually, just like the scripture said. I have to work out my own salvation with fear and trembling. So, whose fear I had to have upon me? The Most High's fear, and that's going to please. That's going to be pleasing to Him because I'm now committed all my works and everything back to Him. No longer do I confide in man. Anything I need and ask the Most High for, I go right to Him. Look at Esther and Esther's situation. Did she go to man first? No, she went to the Most High. She told the people, and on top of that, she told the people the same thing too. I'm gonna go on your behalf, but this is what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to pray for me. Where they getting that from? They getting it from the Word. And now they took that same they gathered their mindsets up and they begin to pray and fast. All right. So the slow when the man's ways please the Lord, he make his enemies be at peace with you. And we're going to see that and we're going to witness that when we go back to reading Esther. Go ahead.
Better is a little with righteousness than great revenues without right.
Right. So it's the same concept with money. When we talk about, that's why Christ said that money is the root of all evil, but a little bit of righteousness is better than that. Why would you want millions of dollars? So when you read about these millionaires and billionaires, how they killing themselves and stuff like that, even the bill, I forgot who I talked to yesterday about the billionaire. They still have bills, and those who are higher up still getting on them. They stressing them out to a point where a lot of them commit suicide. A lot of them kill themselves because it's too much. They don't have that power. The money. They claim that the money gives you power, but not so. That's why y'all gotta watch the movie Billionaires, because it just goes to show you that even with that power, they still treat you just like those who are at the bottom. That's why I said just so a little bit of righteousness is way better than that revenue because it gives you peace. Like me, like those who love and serve the Most High. We understand and know that working is trash, but we're going to work, do our little 6 days or 5 days, whatever the case may be, and then we're going to sit back and enjoy what we've done because it wasn't strenuous. We're not trying to do it to gain a whole bunch of wealth. We understand and know that us trying to leave houses and all that stuff to our children, we know that's going to be a burden for them because think about it, from those from your grandmother and your father and your mother and all that stuff, they'll tell you, oh yeah, the houses, they wasn't that much. They was only like, what, $40. You can get a house with the acres and all that stuff. But now you look at, you getting $400,000. Man, who the heck want to leave that? And then your taxes like what, $20,000 a month or whatever the case. I ain't trying to leave that. And the next thing you know, the kids fighting by the kids, and when the kids are fighting for a whole year, next thing you know, the HOA done sold your house. So nobody don't get nothing. You see, it don't make no sense. But we understand and know we gotta work. We get that, but we don't have to work to kill ourselves. You don't want your job killing you. And then they got your picture up in the cafeteria. Yeah, she was a good worker. He was a good worker. Oh my goodness, he would come in on days he would come in on days when he had days off and all that. Nah, I ain't trying to do that. I do not want my face on the side of the trailer And remember, so that this brother, he ran up and down the highway with no he was hustling, boy. Yeah, they make a whole truck dedicated to you. Got my casket in the
Then they put
back.
the casket on the back of that
Yeah,
little thing.
yeah, and take me to the cemetery talking about, yo, we got a
We ain't
delivery.
doing that because
I need,
that ain't what we.
yeah, we got a delivery. I need you to sign this BOL. Who is it? This Kim right here. We need to put him over in that plot over there. Is it paid for? Yeah,
Oh
all
my
right, cool.
lord. No, thank
And
you.
then if I get rejected, then I gotta wait another week to make it another appointment for delivery. Get out of here. Yeah, I ain't doing
That's
that.
sad.
I want to die. I want to die knowing that I kept the Most High's
I
law.
know that's right.
That's it. All right, go ahead.
A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directed his
You
steps.
see that? We always got our own plan. This is what I want to do. This is my 7-year plan. I want to do this. But again, once you come into this understanding, your plans are no more. Now you're focused on, Lord, what do you want me to do? What am I? What guide me in the way that you want to guide me? That's the mindset that you got to have now. So we always, even from a young age, I wanted to do this. I want to do all these things. I don't want to have no kids. I do want to have kids. I want to get married. I don't want to go. All I want to do is travel. And most I say, okay, you doing that for now, but that point in time is going to come where I'm going to open up your eyes. Now you got to make a decision. And as you start to get into the word and read it, your plans start to do what? Decrease. While his increase. Very good. Yep. And that's the same concept with Christ. When Christ stepped on the scene, it was no longer about him. That's why he said, "I come to do the will of the Father." That's why he tells the people, ask the Father, whatever your desires are, ask the Father. Why he telling you that? Because everything that you do now is not all about you no more. It's all about him. Lord, what's your desire for my life? What do you want me to do? You want me to go and teach the people? Well, you got to give me the right word. You want me to do this? You want me to do that? Whatever you want me to do, I'm willing to do it. I'm not going to do it on my own. And then if you notice that as you start to tap into him, he's going to work. He's going to make everything in life smooth. You want to get married. What I need to do, I need to tap into him. Lord, I need you to find me a good husband. I need you to find me a good wife. I need you to find someone that's going to love me, not on the outside, but on the inside. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait, because what? Patient has his what? His perfect work, because now the Most High has to do what? Most High has to be that builder. He has to be that general contractor. He has to start building up that man or that woman and start to go through phases to build that person up where he's going to be easy on you, meaning easy for your mind, your body, and soul. He understands and know that Most High wants you to find someone that's in the understanding and that he loves the Most High and the Most High loves him, and the same vice versa when it comes to the woman. Now when y'all come together, of course y'all gonna go through your trial and tribulations, but it won't be a burden to you. You understand it? He or she won't be coming in the house talking about, I don't want to be in this relationship no more, and he won't you treat me this way, you treat me that way. No, you won't have to go through that because you tapped into the Most High. Everybody understand that? You gotta have enough faith to believe that the Most High is gonna work in your favor. If you desire those things, he will give it to you. Believe me, you. All right, go ahead.
A divine sentence is in the lips of the king. His mouth transgresseth not in judgment.
Right, his transgression, because he's going to look through the word and make sure that his judgment is what? Is fair. Right, he's going to make sure that he's going to examine himself, make sure that he's living a life that's pleasing to the Lord, and now he can sit around, he can stand there or sit there, or she can sit there and stand there and judge you righteously, because they're going to use what? The Most High's word. They're not going to come with their own understanding. They're going to come with the Most High's word to judge you, to get you to get you upright, to make sure that you following and make sure that your ways are pleasing to the Lord. All right, go ahead.
A just weight and balance are the Lord's. All the weights of the bag are his work.
Right, and we know and understand that the Most High's balance is perfect. That's why I said with the Most High, everything is equal opportunity. If I'm in this understanding for 16 years and someone comes in after me, I understand and know that the same information that he's given to me, he'll give to that other individual, because that once me and that other individual connect, what's going to happen? We're gonna be able to build up our spirit. Most High gave me a little bit. They're gonna give him a little bit. The Most High don't give everyone. Just gives one person all the understanding. He spreads it out in a perfect way so that everyone. That's the purpose of the holy convocation. So y'all come together and you connect. And you start building upon each other. We're building on that foundation. There's not one arm longer than the other. There's not one one eyeball green, the other one black. They all work in unison. They all have it. They all work together to do what? To build up his kingdom. Everybody understand? So you have to understand that the Most High's ways are perfect. Everything with the Most High is a perfect balance. Whether it be with man or woman, it don't matter. Everything that he made has a perfect balance. But when it comes to man, there's no perfect balance. Everything is all over the place. It's like one cut and the other. But with the Most High is not like that. We understand and know that Christ received all. We understand that Christ will be king. But guess what? When we get in the kingdom, we'll be able to do some of the same things that he is able to do, but with limitation. You know what I'm saying? We'll be able to go out and teach the people. We'll be able to go out and judge. We'll be able to do all the things that we see him do. We'll be able to do that too. But the one main thing we won't be able to do is have his position. We understand and accept that because he's the only one that did it without sin. But everyone else that comes on the earth came in with sin upon them. That's a perfect balance. There's no person that came in the earth after Christ that didn't have sin on them. That's why I said everything with the Most High has a perfect balance. So you can't judge me. You can't judge me unless you come in with the word. I can't judge you unless I'm coming with the word. It's perfect. Go ahead.
It is an abomination to kings to commit wickedness, for the throne is established by righteousness.
You see that? That's the purpose of being in this word, because everything is established through righteousness. Again, in order for me to understand and know what righteousness is, I got to go to who? All right, let me go to the Most High. Let me see if this is pleasing to the Most High. Lord, I want to do this. I want to be able to cook on the seventh day. I know you said no servile work. In my eyes, I'm perceiving it, that's just money. I'm just, because you tell me I got to work. But think about it. That's why I said you got to use wisdom. When those animals and stuff are plowing, are you getting money on that day? If you're plowing with your animals to plant seed, are you getting money on that day? If you're planting,
you're not getting money.
You're
on
not
that day,
right.
But whenever you're doing that, you are perceiving, because whenever you're planting them seeds with that animal, that's gonna give you money.
Right.
So that means you're working.
Right. That's what I mean. So you're not getting money on that day.
No,
you're working. That's what I said.
Right. Get money,
right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So it's just like a farmer. You ask a farmer, say, "Do you get paid every single day?" He say, "No." When do you get paid? Once my crop grows and stuff like that, then I get I guess an annual or a couple months that they send me a check for. I know what they get, like $1 million or something like that, closer that they get. They make good money, but they gotta wait on it though.
Yeah, they do. They
right.
It's but like 2 or 3 increments or something like that.
Right.
They have to wait on it.
Right. So that's why I said, look at that look at what the Most High is saying. Your maids and your maidens and your maidservants, they can't work. What do your maids do? Right. Do they get paid that day? No, they don't get paid that day. I like that, man. I like that, because like I said before, you just like the other people, like some people, they may perceive that.
Yeah.
But that's why I said we here to correct that. But they don't get paid. It's just like with you. That's why I said you work 7 days a week. Now there's a scripture that said that once a man finishes work, he's supposed to get paid. We understand that. But as time changes, it ain't like that. So again, if you work 6 days a week, the seventh day comes, you're supposed to rest on that day, right? You're supposed to do no work, no type of work. That's why he put those examples in there. Remember, everyone needs a spark source. So he's pinpointing, or he's what's the word? Not pinpointing, but he's giving you direct situations when it comes to serve our work. Your maid and your maid son, they can't pour you no drink. Who has to pour that drink on the seventh day? You. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, because they off the clock.
Yeah, if you have somebody like
Yeah.
They off.
Yeah. They
They
supposed to be
resting.
off. Yeah. They
And
supposed to be all
so
dressed.
if you want
Yeah.
a drink of water, you go get you a drink of water.
Right. They supposed to be sitting down with you, and you supposed to be doing what? Yeah. I pray. I thank the Most High. See that connecting back. I thank the Most High that that you did a good job this week. And I pray and I thank the Most High. I pray that you continue to stay focused on the Most High and allow Him to continue to keep elevating you, because you're not gonna be in that position all the time. I'm gonna elevate you even and higher than that. But at the end of the day, all praise to the Most High that He continue to keep building up your spirit. That's what that holy convocation you're gathering. You're letting people know how good the Most High is. The Most High is good this week, right? He did good with with the bull and all that stuff, and whatever does the plow, the ox. He did good. He was stubborn, but he did good this week. I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying? But now he get the rest. You see that? He ain't got to do all that work. That's what it's going into. It ain't all about money. It's about resting. Sit your behind down and praise me for allowing you to be able to allowing you to have that ox to be able to plow, allowing you to have those maidservants, because if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have had them. I wouldn't have brought them your way. You would have been out there trying to grab any old body, and they would have been plotting a scheme to do what? To take, more than likely take you out if you got money. Come on, but you ain't got to worry about that. That's why he said I'm gonna make everyone be at peace with you if you do what? You put me first. Makes sense, right? Come on, let's go.
Righteous lips are the delight of kings, and they love him that speaketh right.
Right, because you're not going to steer wrong. Tell me the truth about the Sabbath day. What am I supposed to do? What am I not supposed to do? And those who live a righteous and truthful life will be at the end of the day, at the end of the day, brother and sister, you're supposed to rest. That's the day you relaxing, because that's the day that you praise and worship Most High. Did He help you through the week? Yeah, those are the things that you reflect on. That's what you That's why you want to praise Him. In each week, you get better and better at it. Well, what about the new moon? Same thing with the new moon. He got you through the whole month, right? Without you going through certain affliction, bad affliction. Did you lose your job? Did you do that? I mean, you're giving people simple stuff to ponder on, and then as like I said, as they begin to grow spiritually through faith, then you can hit them with the other stuff. Because like for instance, say if someone get fired, did the Most High allow you to? Did the Most High sustain you all the months before He laid you off? Yeah. So what you think He gonna do for you? Now you in a position that you in. He gonna bless me. He gonna elevate me. There you go. You see that? But you wouldn't know that if you didn't do what? If you didn't rest on those days. That's why I said those days are beneficial for Him, not for us. It ain't got nothing to do with us. It's all about Him. Same thing with Passover, same with dedication, so on and so forth. Each year you have to elevate with the Most High. Man, you ain't getting around that. So if you want this, so just like I said, for a brother or sister to come to me, I gotta give you truth. I gotta cut you a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna hurt because you don't understand, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be beneficial for you. Not only for you, but also for me, because now the Most High is gonna use me to even do greater work. Just like Christ said, you'll be able to do greater work than what you see, than what I've done. You'll be able to do the same concept. But how are you able to do that if you're not tapped into the Most High? And that's how you tap into Him when it comes to His day. That's why I said it's His day. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It's His day. Lord, what you want me to do on this day? Then you say that, go to Him. Lord, what you want me to do? I want you to rest. I don't want no working. I want you to, because again, you sitting there working. Say you do got handmade and so, and you praising Him. And I thank the Most High for you. So you know what I'm gonna do next week? Next month, I'm gonna give you a raise. You see that? I'm gonna hook you. You need assistance? Yeah, I need it. Okay, I'm gonna hook you up with that too. You see that? Same thing with you at your job. How you doing at your job? Doing good. So I see you working. You doing your thing. All right. So I'm gonna give you a couple more dollars. And not only that, we supposed to be getting a new client in. So I'm gonna allow you to get a assistant or something like that. Now you chilling. Now you can sit up. Kick your feet up on the desk, and because you got assistants now. And all you doing is answering the phone. Like, yo, what's up? Yeah. I'm chilling over here, I ain't even change my sock. I got the same socks yesterday. My feet stink, but guess what? I got an assistant and she got to smell it. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. And she gonna get my food for me. I'm chilling. Yeah. You come back, they see you laying over the desk like you sleep. You know what I'm saying? That's that life that the Most High want to give you. But again, at the end of the day, in order for you to be able to get to that point, you got to do what? Yeah, you got to pray and worship him. Yeah, you got to do what he said. Yeah, very good. All right, where we at? That was it. All right, yeah, that was good. All right, let's go to Proverbs chapter 19. See, I'm just giving you key elements. Same thing like I told you with Esther. If they come with a righteous mindset, the Most High is going to step in. That's what the Most High wants. He don't want no lying. He don't want you to try to fix the situation on your own. He wants you to acknowledge him no matter what. You see that? So everything we read again, just like the scripture said, he's going to make their enemy be at peace with them if they connect back with him. Same thing with you. He's going to make your enemy. So when you see your brother and sisters go through what they go through, you don't have to worry about it. It's sad though, don't get me wrong, but you don't have to worry about going through that because you're tapped into the Most High. The Most High has those afflictions there for a reason. Just like he said, he created evil for his purpose. So you can't get upset because he established those evil and wicked people on the earth for a reason. You just have to learn how to filter through it. Everything you do and go through in life it's a reflection. One is going to be a reflection of the Most High because the people are going to see, okay, well, he was able to maneuver through the system like that. I should be able to do it too. But in order for me to do it, I got to talk to her. I got to learn how he's able to do it or learn how she's able to do it. And then they'll be able to connect with you. You see that? That's that holy convocation. That's you sitting down and you not only teaching them, but you also going to speak on their behalf because everyone is not as strong as you. You see that? It's the same like I told you with Mordecai. Everyone is not as strong as him. So now he's not, instead of him trying to fight this battle on his own, he's trying to gather everyone up. So that's why I said the position that Esther's in is a good position because it's going to help him and the rest of the nation through their situation. He's not trying to fix it on his own. You understand? Everybody understand that? He's trying to connect. He connected to the Most High, but he has no understanding. He has no his mindset or his thought process is not being gathered the right way. That's why he went to Esther because remember what I said before. Everything he fed Esther feeding it back to him, right? It's the same thing with a husband and wife. That's why I say you're a help me. You help me. Everything that I've given you, you stored it upon yourself. So when I start acting crazy, you throw that same information back on me. But what information you gonna throw back on me? The Most High's word. All right. That's gonna allow me to gather my thoughts and get my thought process together to continue to move in a righteous way. All right. All right. So Proverbs 19. Let's see. Proverbs 19. Proverbs 19, and let's read. All right, let's read 19 to 23. 19 to 23.
A man of great wrath shall suffer punishment, for if thou deliver him, yet thou must do it again.
Right. So a man that has anger, a man who's always angry all the time, just like I said, just like with the ball and all, so he's going to suffer punishment. What type of punishment? Yeah, whatever punishment the Most High gonna put on him. He's already set up for judgment if he has hatred always constantly in his heart. So if thou will deliver him, yet you must deliver him again. Why? Because he's always going to get upset. He don't know. Again, he doesn't understand and know. If the Most High hasn't delivered him, well, say the Most High did deliver him. He goes through certain situations. What's his first thing he's going to do? He's going to flare back up again, right? So the Most High is going to use you to do what? Yeah, to deliver him again, to get him out of that situation. Let her know, my man, you can't have anger upon you. Just like the scripture said, you can't go to bed mad. You gotta go to bed with a humble heart. So when you wake up, you have what? A humble heart. You won't have all that burden upon you, because if you go to bed with the burden, you come up with the burden, what's going to happen? More burden is going to be put upon you. So you have to be mindful of that. All right. So there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to know those who are righteous have to learn they have to learn and know how to filter, how to maneuver through someone who has wrath on. Like me, prime example. When I went to this place last week, and the brother, he had an attitude. And the minute I said, "Yo, my man, I apologize for that," but I mean, I ain't say that. What I said, he was like, "Yeah, we about to close like 10 o'clock." I was like, "Dang, bro." I said, they just sent me here just now." And then but I kept calling him brother. Then over time, he kept easing up. He was like, "Yo, let me see what they can do for you." And so when he said that, he sent the sister over, and then she had an attitude. And then I was able to speak to her too. And then she said the same thing too. She was like, "Well, they I don't know." She was like, when I said sis, she was like, "I don't know if they're gonna load you though, because it's getting close to 10 o'clock. It's like 9:45 now, so I don't know if they're gonna take it. But what you can do is you can come early in the morning, and I'll load you up." Now she ain't supposed to do that. So when I got there the next day, that's when she was like, "What happened? I told you I was gonna load you 7 o'clock in the morning." I'm saying to myself, but yesterday you had an attitude. All y'all have an attitude up in here. Y'all I know y'all don't like y'all job and stuff. But like I said, long story short, she told me that it's gonna be you probably ain't gonna get out of here till 10 o'clock. I was like, "That's fine, sis. I ain't worrying about that. Don't you know within like an hour or two they started loading me up." You see how the Most High works? So that's why I said, you already understand and know you have to have that wisdom upon you to know that your people are suffering. So you coming in there, that bright-eyed spirit, with a bright spirit, you're letting them know it's not that bad, sis. It's not that bad, bro. At the end of the day, if you tap into the Most High, if you see the way I am, hopefully, Lord's will, you ask the question, and then I'll be able to get it. I'll be able to dig into it and show you and tell you what you got to do. Or how you tap into the Most High. And like I said, long story short, the brother that told me that they closed at 10 o'clock, he the one that loaded me up. You see that? Came outside and everything, and he was just like, "Yo," I said, "Man," I said, "Everything gonna be all right, bro." He said, "Yeah, nah." I said, "All right, good." And then after that, we made our peace. But that's why I said, you see how the Most High work? He's gonna bring the right person their way to talk to them, to let them know it's not that serious. At the end of the day, the only piece that you're missing is him. That's it. Yeah, if you tap into that Most High, you tap into the Most High, he'll free you from that position. He'll give you something better. Not only that, even if he don't give you nothing better, he'll make the job better. He'll make that position easy for you. Same thing with the sister. All right, go ahead.
Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy later end.
Right. So you always want, when people come to you, that counsel is supposed to be what?
From the Most High.
Yeah. They supposed to be coming to you, they supposed to be coming to you with the Most High's word. Once you receive that instruction, now you become what? You become wise in the latter end, because you know that, because you know and understand now you understand and know your purpose on the earth, and what your focus is now is what? Getting eternal life. You understand it? That's why I said the wise and not latter end. That latter end is you receive eternal life when Christ comes back. Go ahead.
There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand.
Right. And that we just went over that in 16. We always got plans of what we want to do, but at the end of the day, when we sit back and analyze, Lord, it's bottom line, what you want me to do. Because everything I do, it seems good, it seems wise, and it seems like it's perfect, it's good, but at the end of the day, is it beneficial for me? Is it going to get me closer to you? So let me tap into you, and let me see what you let me hear from you and see what you got to say. And the Most High will get into fellowship with you and show you what He desires. You understand? Go ahead.
The desire of a man is his kindness, and a poor man is better than a liar.
Yeah. See that when you got that kind heart,
That's right.
yeah, it's a blessing. Go ahead.
The
And you
fear,
and the beautiful, like I told you, even with the sister and the brother, when they got that attitude, you can break that. You just the only way you be able to do it, you got to do it with the Most High Spirit. Go ahead.
the fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil.
You see that? Please read that again.
The fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide satisfied.
What's the life? Everlasting life. The Most High wants to give you peace.
Yeah.
Once you tap into Him, now your life is free from what? Sin. Because again, every time you sin, you're always going to do what? Humble yourself. Ask the Most High for what? For forgiveness. Right. So now you don't have to worry about evil being visited upon you. Because everything you see in the world is evil. You have to understand and know that everything is. There's nothing righteous on this earth. So once you perceive that, you understand that, now you know that you understand and know that there's evil. Evil is prevailed right now. But the Most High will keep you safe from it. You won't have to worry about your son getting shot. You don't have to worry about you being talked down to. You don't have to worry about going through certain situations that's going to cause you to be afflicted beyond what you normally can tolerate. You understand? Everyone, like I said, we all have to go through affliction, just like with Job and so on. But if you look at Job's situation, the Most High didn't take Job out. The enemy wanted to take Job out, but the Most High wouldn't allow it. You see that? So any situation that you go through, it's going to be beneficial for you. So if I lose my house, so what? Who cares? At the end of the day, I don't know what they're doing behind the scenes, especially you live in an HOA. I got some. I think I sent my sister a whole bunch of things yesterday, and it's sad that one dude, 17 years he been paying his mortgage, and then the HOA took it because he owed I think like $4,000 or something like that, and then the people who bought it told him that they could rent it to him instead of giving it back to him. That's evil, right? That's what I'm saying. That's evil as heck, yeah. But that's what we got to deal with. But the Most High say you don't have to go through that if you tapped into me. Because say for instance that you can't pay your mortgage and you lose your house. Again, the Most High give you wisdom to do what? Put your house up for sell it for what you may say, okay, I'm gonna sell this home for $600,000, whatever the case may be, and it's only worth $200,000. The Most High will step in and do that for you. But once He does it, your next move is to do what? Yeah, give Him the praise and the glory, and then what else? Yeah, not spend that money, and what else? Yeah, not make that money be your main focus. What else? What's the key thing? Lord, what you want me to do next? What's the next move, Lord? Or you want me to? I don't know what you want me to do. What you want me to do, Lord? Whatever you want me to do, I want to do it. I don't want to make this same mistake I made before. Because again, like I said, when you get into, I mean, especially with the homes and stuff like that, the HOA ain't there in the beginning. So you looking at the home, oh yeah, I want to get this nice, I want the TV in the wall and all this, so on and so forth. Then once they build a couple homes, you sign that contract, the HOA in the back like, yeah, we got them now. So now we gonna make their life miserable. Because like I said, this whole kingdom is all about making money. That's all they care about. They don't care about the people. It's all about making money. Look at your retail store. Look at your grocery store. Them prices wasn't like that before. It's all about money. So, yeah, gas too. They fluctuate. Like I said, pay attention to the gas. Take pictures of it. One week is like $3.90, $3.89, and the next week you go, that month like $4.15. Come on, you playing games. At the end of the day, it's all about money.
It was like $1.50.
Yeah, I remember when it was 50 cents.
Back in what, 97? In 95, it was like $1.25.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's up?
Sure, I remember when
let's go back to that.
Yeah, I remember in 1940, that was only like 2 cents. Boy, I was happy, boy. Just get my little big wheel, man, pull up to the gas station. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Well, like I said, but like that's why I explained to you that you have to be mindful of that. And you have to know that when the Most High gets you out of your situation, you don't want to go
You don't
back
want to go
into
back
it.
into
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Remember, once he gets you out, now the next move, Lord, what do you want me to do? You want me to downside? Okay, I'll downside, but just make sure when I'm gonna make sure when I downside, I don't get into a position where it's gonna be a headache for me again.
Yeah.
So if I can get a piece of land, I'll do that, Lord, and build me a little simple house on it, and I'm free. And then I get a whatever amount of acres that you give me, it's not going to be beneficial not only for me but also for those who you send my way if they need help. I want to build a house in the back, and so on and so forth. You can do stuff like that. But before you make that move, you got to tap into him because he's going to go before you and get the land for you. Everybody understand that?
That's right.
All right, go ahead. Oh,
I
yeah.
think that was it.
All right, let's go to Psalms chapter. Oh, man, we had one. All right, let's go to Psalms chapter 32. Let's read this one. Let me do it. So these things that I'm saying, you got to take heed to. You have to stand firm on it. The Most High wants to help you. Any situation, no matter it may be something simple or fool. You may think that it's foolish, but in the Most High, it's not foolish. He created everything. He created you. But the main thing is he wants you to do is tap into him. So again, you ask the Most High for a car, nothing wrong with that, but you have to accept what he gives you. That's what I mean. It's like just like we just read. So that gives you clarification. What we perceive, what we want, is in our eyes, we believe that is good until we tap into him, and then he starts to shift our program. Now it's what he wants, not what we want. So we like I always say, you do for me, I'll do for you. You put me first, I'll do what you I'll do what I need to do for you. So you have to believe, you have to stand firm on that. All right. All right, let's go to Psalms 32, 7 to 11.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble.
You see that? We just read that earlier, right? About being sustained from the wickedness of of the wickedness. Go ahead.
Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance.
You see that? There you go. Most High is going to cover you, surround you with those songs of deliverance. He's going to deliver you. Every situation that you go through, he's going to deliver you out. But you have to understand and know. You have to tap into him for him to be able to do that. Sometimes we just want him to do it just to do it. But then again, when we do that, then we put him on the back burner. We only need him when we go through certain situations again. Don't do that. That's the purpose of the Sabbath day. Like I said, it's a starting point for you to remind yourself that it was him that got you through the week. And then as you progress, you start to give him another day. Okay, Lord, I'm gonna give you 30 minutes on Monday. I'm gonna give you an hour on Monday. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you, even though I'm working, my mind is always gonna be focused on you. And then you give him Tuesday, then you give him Wednesday. But the main day he wants is the seventh day. And as you begin to start doing that, your faith level is going to increase. So that's why I said when the Most High starts to shift things, you'll be able to shift with him. Everybody understand that? When the Most High shift, you'll be able to shift with him. And what I mean by that is that when he starts to disrupt certain things on the earth, prices go up, this happened, they put new laws in place, it won't affect you. Because just like you just read, you stand firm on the word, that evil, you don't have to worry about it. If your mind is focused on him, he'll get you around all that. Because again, he set those things up for a reason. Everybody understand?
Yes.
All right. I was making that clear. Same thing, like I said, we still talking about Purim, Mordecai and Esther, same situation. I set these things up for a reason so that who can get the glory? All right, let's go then. Come on.
I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye.
You see that? This is what he want to do. But in order for you to get to the position, you got to tap into him. Go ahead.
Be ye not as the horse or as the mule, which have no understanding, whose mouth must be held in with bit and bridle, lest they come near unto thee.
What does that mean? No one has to teach you about the Most High. All they supposed to do is give you the seed. They plant the seed, they water it, but who gives the increase? How he's going to give you that increase? Because you have to take that seed and you have to take that seed, and who has to grow that seed? You got to grow that seed. You can't, just like he said, the horse and the mule, they can't do anything because they lack understanding. So you have to guide them. Just like the scripture, not the scripture, just like people say, you can bring a horse to the water, but you can't force them to drink. You have to teach them. You understand that? So it's the same concept with you. Most people, the brothers and sisters will bring you to the Most High, but it's up to you to tap into them. They only can do but so much. It's just like a parent with a child. All I'm supposed to do is teach you as much as I can, and then after that, I got to let you go and see if everything that I taught you is profitable. Now, if I'm teaching you my ways, then you already know the outcome of it. But if I'm teaching you the Most High's ways, now I can sit back and analyze, and I can see you moving forward. You're going to stumble and fall. We get that. That's why I'm going to show you that me being a brother or sister, I'm going to be able to lift you up whenever you fall. I'll show you that that's what type of people that you want to be around. Those who are able to lift you up, build you back up, and continue to keep pushing you and keep telling you to push forward. It's the same thing with Peter. When I talked about Peter coming off the boat, the brothers was holding his hand and putting him in the water, and then they had to let his hand go, right? But then when he was sinking, who lifted him back up? Christ did. Same thing with the brothers. They lift him back up and started pushing him forward, knowing that he didn't have enough faith. But then over time, they was going to help him push forward. Okay, you tried this time, that's fine, but don't give up. Try again. They didn't act like Job people was acting. They acted like real true brothers. All right, at the end of the day, yeah, you didn't make it this time, but get back up. Don't give up. Keep pushing forward, because that's what the Most High want to see. He want to see your faith level increase. We're here for you. You see that same concept. So you got to take that initiative to when you read the word, when you read the Most High's word. When someone brings you to the Most High, when you come near to the Most High, don't give up. Keep pushing forward, because he has something for you in the end. All right, go ahead.
Many sorrows shall be to the wicked.
Why is that? What's the sorrow that they're going to go through? Yeah, death. And at the end, what they're going to go through? Yeah, their torment, right? With gnashing of teeth, because we're again, it's sad that to see those who still want to live that wicked life. We already know what their outcome is going to be. So that's a sad thing about it. Like, you're willing to live a life of evil, not live a life of good. That don't make no sense. That's why, again, that's why we're here trying to help you, trying to show you. You got to get it at you got to get out of the lifestyle that you're living. You got to live a life that's pleasing to the Father. Simple. But if you continue on living the way that you're living, it's sorrowful, because they don't know their end result. We do, but they don't. All right, go ahead.
But he that trusteth in the Lord, mercy shall compass him about.
You see that? That's that protection. You ain't got to worry about the evilness. You don't have to worry about going through the same stuff that you see those who are wicked go through, because the Most High has wrapped himself around you. That's the purpose of the fringes. You wearing the fringes all around you, that's you're submerged in the Most High's word. You're not letting anything on the outside penetrate you or trying to take you from his love. You see that? And he's doing the same thing. As you remember, you do for me, I do for you. You wrap yourself in my word, I'm going to wrap myself around you. But you got to try him. In order for you to understand that, you got to try him. Put him to the test. That's why I said, stand, like the scripture said, I stand boldly before the throne. Now I can ask you anything. Give me more wisdom and understanding to be able to deal with the certain situations that myself can't deal with on my own. I need you to help me. You don't think you don't think that he won't do that for you? Yeah, he'll do it for you. But you gotta have a what? Huh? Yeah, you got to ask him. Just like Christ said, whatever desires of your heart, the Most High is gonna give it to you. As long as you don't ask amiss, as long as you don't ask crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Like, look, give me, last week my check was like $400. Lord, let me get like 700 this time this week. That's retarded, huh?
You can't be asking crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With that $400, I can stretch that out if you give me the wisdom and understanding on how. Right,
Yeah.
I know how to stretch it out.
We
Sure,
ask for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
that's right.
And whatever you give me, I'll be good.
Right. That's them same potato chips. Them same potato chips I like. That's $400. Show me some for like $2 or $1, Lord. And there you go. Same one. They may be more saltier, but at the end of the day, they cheaper than the ones that you usually get. You just got to spray it down with some water.
Oh, man.
But at the end of the day, you got to put a little bit more work in. But at the end of the day, you only spent $1. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Be glad in the Lord and rejoice, ye righteous, and shout for joy, all ye that are upright in heart.
Yeah, because we know that as we continue to grow with the Most High, we know He gonna get the victory. We know we gonna get the victory. We know that justice will prevail. We know that righteousness is going to be established within us and on the earth. And we just know that the Most High is going to continue to keep growing our spirit. That's what He wants. He wants us to always tap into Him. All right. So all praise to the Most High. That's it for today. I love the Most High's word. I'm a little poop, but I was able to come through, bang it out. All right. So till next time, family. We see.
Everyone has a good week.
There you go.